As the state legislature gets to work, all eyes are on Governor Mills' new 2-year budget proposal. Good evening, everyone. I'm Amanda Hill.
And I'm Brian Yacono. The governor says her budget takes a balanced approach and still holds on to core investments in things like taxpayer-funded community college.
However, even some of her fellow Democrats in the legislature are now saying they have concerns. News Center Maine's Donovan Lynch reports from the State House.
Days after Governor Mills unveiled an $11.6 billion 2-year budget, fellow Democrats voicing their unease.
I have some concerns, but I need to look more deeply at it.
The governor's spending plan would protect core initiatives like covering 55% of the cost of education and funding a free community college program. But it also calls for cuts in the Department of Health and Human Services, including scaling back a state food assistance program and a stipend for child care workers.
There's no reason we should be making these kinds of deep cuts that are going to hurt people in Maine.
Democratic Senator Mike Tipping represents a district in Penobscot County. He worries another proposal in the budget to halt plans for the expansion of pharmacies at some health centers in underserved areas will cause harm.
One thing I'm concerned about is cuts to health care, particularly providers in rural Maine. I think that could be a real problem.
The governor's office responding Tuesday to the worry expressed by Tipping, with a deputy chief of staff writing, quote, "If Senator Tipping has concerns about the budget proposal, he can feel free to share them with his colleagues on the Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee who will be considering it." This coming as Republican lawmakers vow to vote against any of the tax increases set out in the spending plan.
Republicans are not going to be supporting any budget that's going to be raising taxes on Maine people.
As for the proposed spending cuts, Democrats say they're ready to make revisions to the governor's plans.
We have a lot of hard work ahead of us, to be honest, and we will say to the governor, no, this piece will not work.
And Governor Mills' proposed budget is just the beginning of a long process. The plan will now head to the Appropriations and Financial Affairs Committee in the legislature. In Augusta, Donovan Lynch, News Center, Maine.
And a reminder that Governor Janet Mills will be giving her annual State of the Budget address to a joint session of the legislature 2 weeks from tonight.